How you doing? I'm Shane Blevins, the creator of the World Threat Directory, as well as the founder of Omega Group Consultants. And I wanted to create this video to first and foremost thank you for taking the time to just check out this project. I hope you love it as I do and see the benefits that are there. So I want to give you a thanks personally. I also want to kind of give you an intro as you go through. It's a pretty lengthy Kickstarter project we have. I've really tried to do my best to make sure we cover everything that you might have questions about, and as well we'll be constantly engaged with you. So on the World Threat Directory, and I also created these, we have the promotion video. If you watch that, it's all kinds of fancy and it gives you a good overview. But I find that sometimes just talking in a conversational manner and being able to articulate it through speech helps. And so that's kind of why I'm here. Ultimately, this World Threat Directory, it's a Google Map interface. So you're looking at it just like you would look at places or anything like that, and you see these pins. And you have different categories that you can sort through. So you can see crime, you can see suspicious activities. You can also segregate the map and to look into criminal groups, so I can kind of study up on a particular criminal group in a region or area, even a gang if I'm traveling to a particular city or just my own city. And then, of course, we have the biohazards, which is strictly concerned ultimately with infectious disease. So, if we have some kind of an outbreak, whether it's something as serious as Ebola or something as minor as strep in a local community, so that the word gets out there faster and people can take preventive measures for it. So there's numerous uses, as you can imagine. I've really tried to capture them in both the written text and as well as the video, some of them. And if you use your imagination, you can probably see the numerous ways that it can be utilized. One thing I did want to hit on, and this is a brand new concept. So Geo Directories are not a brand new concept. You have Yelp and some other ones that have done very well, and they're focused on businesses. But this particular platform and the idea and concept of gathering intelligence of all of the people all over the world to help their local communities as well as travelers is just it's unique. And so as such, it's a little challenging initially to convey the intent and how it all operates. So I just want to clearly say it to you. So first off, it is populated by anyone and everyone. And I talk about quality control below this, so you can actually look on how we're going to keep it good material and that you're good information that you're learning from. But at the end of the day, whether it's an individual citizen and they learn of a crime next door, or they see a suspicious activity in their community, they can put it on there. If it's a law enforcement agency that wants to report the crimes, they can put those on there. Anyone and everyone can contribute those to them. We've got processes in place to stop duplicate entries, as well as you can report them if we miss some, to keep it clean. And we'll also have them expire so that you're not looking at something from so you're not looking at something 20 years down the road, because hot spots and everything else change as time goes on. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a huge benefit to society. It's going to allow you to better mitigate and understand your communities, mitigate your lifestyles to provide you a safer environment. And also, it's going to put pressure on the criminal entities. It's going to push them further into the shadows, further off the streets. It's going to disrupt their operations. And that's ultimately what we want to do. And we just haven't been capitalizing on that as a society. We rely on law enforcement agencies and government organizations and grade on them for what they do. But we're not capitalizing on the fact that most of that information comes from us, the people. Yet we don't share it amongst each other. There's never been a platform. And now with this modern day of technology, we can do it. We can share it and we can benefit from it. And the impact of this is huge. And I just hope you see it as I do, and I hope it takes off. And I really believe if this kicks in, it'll only be a matter of a week or two before we start hearing about attempted kidnapping was resolved because of this, an active shooter was minimized because of this, a terrorist plot was thwarted because of this. The benefits and ramifications are huge, and a lot of them that we will never even validate or know that happened just because someone looked at a particular area and said, hey, I don't need to go through there because of this. We'll never even know about those, but they could be greatly impacting to an individual. It's one less case that makes the news. So I hope I kind of explained all that. Enjoy the Kickstarter. If you have any questions, engage me. I'll be watching this, and I'll definitely be there to answer any questions you have. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.